women, more guns, more sexy women. What more could you possibly want? What would you do if you were forcefully pulled from your ordinary life and thrown into the darkest corner of the world? Rowanapur, a city where crime is love, crime is life, and everyone's a villain for something. It's Gotham City without Batman. And the place Rokuro Okajima, or Rock, is abducted and taken to by the Black Lagoon Company, consisting of Revy, Dutch, and Benny, a delivery company that transports or looks for cargo for clients. Rock throughout this show is the literal embodiment of morally ambiguous. He can't choose a side to live on. It's what he has to battle inside his mind constantly. Live a normal life, constantly controlled by the world's higher-ups, or become part of the darkness to survive in it. Either choice means losing a part of himself in the process. And as I said before, everybody in the show is a villain. There is no good, only bad. There aren't any morals people live by. One day you could be working together on a job and the next day you'll be trying to kill each other. It's the survival of the fittest. I like to say Revy is the complete opposite. She's not just a bad bitch, but intentionally a bad bitch. She was made for the sole purpose of being the complete opposite of Rock. She kills for fun with a nihilistic viewpoint on life. Not really caring about life as a precious thing, but more like a vessel for doing whatever the fuck you want. Lots of people love Revy and hate Rock while watching this show. And that's simply because Rock tries to do the right thing in a world full of criminals, never really getting used to the life he is living now, even though he chose to live it afterwards. But I actually loved Rock and Revy's dynamic throughout the show. Many people actually compared this man to the MCs of Guilty Crown and Future Diary. And let me be the first to tell you, no. Fuck you. Suck my ball. Listen, simping over a psychotic generic dere girl the entire show with your only personality trait being imposter syndrome is probably the shittiest storyline an author could ever have the dishonor of coming up with. I fucking hated these shows, man. But Revy and Rock, there's just something about them that hits. Not in a romantic way, but through actual conversation between opposites. And what do opposites do? They attract. At first, Revy hates Rock, despises him for being a pussy, and can't stand the thought of him doing the right thing in the dark side of the world.
You know about my life, huh? What the hell do you know about me?
You're right. There's no way I could know that. I'm not you after all. But still, let me ask you this. Other than the fact that I'm white collar, what do you know about me? It doesn't matter who you are or how you live. We all have to suffer, right? You have no intention of understanding that. Instead of owning up to things, you'd rather play the part of the tragic heroine. That's the most cowardly thing about you, Revy.
Yeah. Shu, take notes, bro. Moments like these made me realize Rock is exactly like the rest of us if we were pulled into that side too. Going from an average corporate life that doesn't care about your well-being and only wants you to do your job to guns blazing, boat chases, car chases, torpedoes into a fucking heli. How would you adapt to that world after living your normal for that long? And even though Rock was trying to play hero the entire time, I only further understood his intentions for everything when he confronted Balalaika. Oh, by the way, this is Balalaika, bad bitch, Russian, mommy, captain in the Soviet army whose squad can win World War III turned mafia boss. Remember this. Balalaika is a war addict and thinks of starting wars as a hobby. I guess the war against Afghanistan was not fun or some shit, I don't know.
What obligation do you have to save them anyway?
You're misunderstanding.
Oh?
It's not an obligation, and it's got nothing to do with justice. The only reason I want to do it is because it's my hobby.
Hobby?
Yeah, that's right. Some people like to die in the gutters, others like to go to war. Then there's me. When it comes down to it, I'm really no different from you.
Captain in the Soviet army that could win World War III.
By the way, Shu Oma could never, bro. But right there is where I understood the ground Rock stepped on. Balalaika, being the source of overwhelming power that Rock has to face, acknowledges that violence is as natural as breathing in her world, where Rock rephrases it into his own moral code and thinks of saving people as his hobby. Both are trying to embrace this life, one with destruction and one with goodness. And while Revy only knows the world of the underworld, she actively tries to understand Rock's side of things, thinking of him as sort of her white knight.
I just want to know which side you want to be on.
Me? I'm right here where I'm sitting, Revy. I'm not anywhere else.
Yeah, Rock is kind of badass too sometimes, okay? Well done, Ray Hiroe. You can write. Wait a minute. Ray Hiroe made Recreators? Wait, that makes so much sense. Nobody liked the MC in that either. Wait, this motherfucker is the character designer for Bikini Warrior? Wait, that makes so much sense. All the girls are so hot in Black Lagoon, my god. Wait, the author is a hentai artist? I'm gonna be right back. Okay, while I was gooning, I also realized this guy has the same birthday as me. Are we the same person? Is he just another me? Now, I can sit here and talk about Revy and Rock's duality, Balalaika sexy ass, Duchess sexy ass, I didn't mention her, but Roberta sexy ass, for 15 years. Or I can talk about the ones who brought guns and sexy women to life. Madhouse was effectively just stomping everyone in 2006, and their legacy has been unfolding for the past 20 years. Paprika, Hellsing Ultimate, Nana, and Death Note. The dubbed voice actor for Light Yagami, Brad Swail, was also voicing Rock at the time, so every time Rock crashed out, it just sounded like Light having a temper tantrum, which was funny. The animation was beautiful. Every gunfight, car chase felt like it came out of John Wick, and the streets of Rowanapur felt like Villains HQ, which was intended. Sunao Karabuchi, I didn't know this, but this motherfucker worked with Hayao Miyazaki on Kiki's Delivery Service and the 1984 classic Sherlock Hound, which every one of us watched in 1984. I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh my god, such a classic piece of fiction I watched in 1984. It honestly explains his insane direction of these fight scenes. The way guns, weapons, and cars work look so real. The gun fu always works out for the main characters as none of the enemy bullets hit them to make the scene longer and make the characters look more badass. And the modern Western gunslinging rule to kill or be killed, paired with bad words like fuck, is just fun to turn your brain off and watch. So should you watch Black Lagoon in the big 2026? No, you shouldn't actually. It has the R word in it. It's also incredibly racist.
You're a wise man. You know, it's a real shame you're black.
Religiously blasphemous, and has neo-Nazis. And honestly, since it's 2026, we can't let a show from 20 years ago influence us to go back to those times. Yes, that's why I made this video.
Are you retarded?
So Instagram was stalking me and I saw this post. The director of Guilty Crown confessed that he was deeply hurt by fans for calling his work junk anime despite the technical effort. I'm sorry. It was shit. To be honest, it wasn't his fault. It was actually Shu Oma's fault. And nobody likes Shu Oma because he's a fucking pussy. And everybody hates Inori as well. We don't like Inori. She's not even the best girl in her own show. The best girl died so the author would have an excuse for Inori to be the main girl. We hate every character in the show except for Guy because he's the actual main character. Other than that, fuck Shuoma. I will stand on that. But hey, at least he went on to create Attack on Titan. Maybe I'll make a video on this. I actually don't know. I'll try. I'll see. Maybe I'll see. Anyway, see ya.